just want to thank you for coming. Thank you for entering the draw. For all the support you and the supporters have given us over the last 15 months, which is why we're still here. We're still kicking, and we will be successful next season.
Thank you, Paul. Well, thank you. Can I just reiterate the thanks to everybody? I mean, everybody's been absolutely marvellous. This is weird talking to over 30 or nearly 40 people at one go. I'm just used to seeing my family and perhaps one other person, and that's it. So to be in with so many people, and thank you for turning up, and thank you so much for your support. It's been a difficult year for everybody, or more than a year, and this time last year, we were just beginning to start to come out of a lockdown and what was happening with football. We had the draw for this last season on September the 9th, and we had a winner. It happened to be number 13 that came out, which actually was lucky for Nick here, and but a bit unlucky the fact that we've had we only saw one game, didn't you, Nick? Yeah. And the way it was. But one thing we want to do, Nick, is to present you with a shirt in a frame. So I'll take this off now because we don't want to damage it. So that's for you to take home. Where's Simon? Going to get a picture of this? Oh, yeah, okay. So that's a picture. There you are. And we just wanted to say a big thank you. You've been fantastic during more difficult times, and you've been so understanding and so kind, and I greatly appreciate that. And something else, you never actually saw a hard copy of a programme.
I never did.
No, but
everything's gone digital these days.
No, I know. But there, with your logo on
Old
the front.
school.
So there you go. I want to make sure you have one of
very
those for your collection.
Blinding.
If you're allowed to have a collection at home.
I am.
Yeah. Okay. So
Thanks.
thank you so much. Do you want to take that with you? Just make sure it stays okay. Right, well, Jerry will be here in a minute with Omar and Tom Smith, and it's going to be a question and answer session. So I'll just do a bit of chatting now, what I was going to do a bit later, but they're just sorting a few things out there with the kit. I could quote you numbers that won in the past. Do you want me to? Will it give you some hope? Well, I told you that 13 was the winner last time, but we've had, believe it or not, 21 and 21. This is going back. 59, 48, 30 and 47. It's got no relevance. You've got your numbers. Don't suddenly think, oh, it's been there before, or it's got to change. We have got no idea who it's going to be, but there will be one lucky person. Now, is the person here? We don't know, because I think this is the 8th year I've done it, and for the first 4 or 5 years, the winner was never here, which was a bit of a blow. So one or two people said, I'm not turning up next year. And but there you go. But I mean, there are people like Snapdragons have been in every year. There's other people who've been in all of the 8 years, and you know, a big thank you to them. And they've been so supportive. We've got new businesses involved as well, and thank you to the new people involved with the football club who actually have not had the opportunity to come and TR Hayes Premier Lounge, be involved in various things that we like to do for new businesses. But we'll hopefully get all that done for you in the coming weeks and months. And we'll make sure that everything is as safe and as COVID friendly. Well, not COVID friendly, COVID is the enemy. And we will make sure it's safe for you and everything. So we're looking forward to having fans back here, because football without fans is just odd. It's not real. And getting you back in the lounges and enjoying football and cheering Bath City on. Come on, Jerry. And so a big thank you to all those people. The draw will be done after we've had a session with Jerry and the two players. Can I just also say a thank you? We've got a great team of people who have been helping. There's Mark Stillman, who will be doing some interviewing at the back there. There's Dave Phillips here, who's doing all the Mark. There's Dave Phillips, who does all the videoing. You never see his face, but he does and you're not going to see it now. But he does such a fantastic job videoing everything, and working with Simon as well, who's taking photographs. There's a fantastic team of people here. John Millard does some of the signs, there's Carol, and obviously Paul, and we've got loads of other people who do a fantastic job here. It's a great family club, and there's a great togetherness. Come on, Jerry. We're all together. Yeah, we're all together with this. Yeah, it's like well, I won't say that because it's sexist, but it's like waiting for my wife sometimes. Is she ready? But they're getting. Yeah, I thought they got all that done before, but no. They've been too busy chatting to you, but there you go. We'll let them off. They're too lucky. I mean, Tom Smith is back with us, and we're so glad to have him. And he's brilliant. And of course, there's Jerry, and there's Omar, who's a new player. He's a lovely lad. Yeah, we kicked off. Come on. Sorry. Still waiting. Right. So I've don't knock that over. I had it on something else before, and I was a bit concerned that I was going to do a Theresa May thing, like the Tory conference, when everything behind us kept falling down. So I changed what I was going to put it on in case it collapsed, and it's there. But it's not like we normally do. So normally, as some of you know, we'd have a buffet inside, it all been cosy and intimate and everything. Obviously, we're doing it slightly different, but we've got a football pitch in front of us, which is also a nice bonus. So what I'm going to do is hand you over now to Mark, Jerry, Omar, and Tom. Thank you.
We're not doing a mic. No.
Any problems, if you can't hear us, I'll grab the microphone, but we should all be fine. So, Joe, just admiring your paintwork behind. For all those who don't know, see the new black and white stripes on the popular side, courtesy of the manager here. How long's that taken you to do?
That's why my hair's gone a bit whiter, because of obviously the paint over there. But no, I've got to say, Bob first and foremost, has done a great job again tonight. Over 60 companies, I think, we've got now for the shirt sponsor draw. So, big round of applause for Bob for organising that. And also, he was my, I think I was his labourer actually for that. So, me and Bob's handiwork that is. And we've still got some work to do on it. There's going to be some lettering, Bath City, sort of Bath this side, and then the city the opposite side as well. So, something a little bit retro, something a little bit different. So that you guys, when they come in, and also the players, they see something different as well for the start of the season. So, there's been a lot of hard work, a lot of really good volunteers at the football club, been coming in recently to do lots of paint work. As you can see, the pitch is looking really good for the start of the season, which will be pre-season July the 10th, hopefully.
It's a nice, refreshing change to see some people in the stand as well after last season. Kind of in too nice for you, looking up and it's empty.
No, we spoke about it before, haven't we? We said it was actually ghostly. It wasn't. I've gone on record and said that it wasn't enjoyable. I've got to be honest. We all love our football. I love my football more than most, but the games just didn't feel like football matches. It felt as if it was not even pre-season friendlies. It felt ever so strange. And I think the game changed as well. I think it became a game of, appealing on the bench, players squealing. I know the modern game now, it has become different to when I played, but for sure it was totally different. And even tonight, I think the atmosphere we can all appreciate tonight, we haven't felt like this for a long time. I know people are now starting to go out to pubs and beer gardens and what have you. But tonight, this is the first time I felt at the club, and the players, Omar being a new player, Tom has mentioned it already, he said there seems to be a good vibe around the club, which is really important. And I think that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to emphasise a lot on a real good, feel-good factor around the place. Carol's had some great ideas along with myself, and we're trying to put a load of things in place for the first league game, which will be really exciting. Hopefully the game will be as well, and the match will be. But we're going to try and do as much as we can to make it a good match day experience for supporters as well when they turn up. And I'm really excited about the signings as well. I've got to say the signings have been really encouraging. They're great people first and foremost, but obviously they're talented football players as well. And we've added to it with some real good experience.
So had a good vibe around the place, good vibe at the training ground as well. You've had a few sessions now. It all seems to be going according to plan.
Yeah, we're believe it or not 7 sessions in, aren't we? So we spoke about it in the office a minute ago. We said it only feels like yesterday when we started back. We've got Larkhall on Saturday, and I think once you go into the games, that's when it starts to it feels real. And like I said, we put in a lot of pre-season games on purpose because we've got new players. They need to gel together. The first couple are very much around minutes. We're not too bothered about results. There'll be trialists involved in it as well. The ones who I know and I know what I can get from probably won't play as much in the first ones. But eventually we do need to try and get that momentum and try and get that team spirit right. As I said already on the training ground, there's such a good vibe. You look at the England team and they look together, don't they? I have to say, they look together as a group. And that comes from the top, from the manager. He sets the environment. And we've tried to do that early at pre-season. And at the moment, it looks really promising.
First couple of friendlies away and then the first one back at home against what's going to be a full-strength Cardiff City side. And although it's just a friendly, there's going to be fans in here, and that's something to really look forward to.
No, it is, yeah. We've got, 800 and something allowed in, which will feel like a full house, having experienced no fans in here at all. So, no, and Mick McCarthy's been brilliant. He said he's coming across with his first team, which will be a great challenge for us. It'll be a challenge in regard of, I was going to say that, I hope there's no Cardiff fans here, that they keep the ball a lot, they're very direct, and that's Mick McCarthy's teams, but I don't mind that because we're going to come up against a lot of teams in our league that are very, very direct. Totally different challenge. but one to really look forward to. And by then, hopefully, we would have got a few more signings over the line. Not quite finished yet. I am going to look to my left because Paul always smiles when I say that. But I have to say he's been brilliant. Again, people who don't know Paul's a volunteer at the club, but he's a football chairman. It's like all these guys are volunteers, don't get paid. Bob doesn't get paid, and nor does Paul. And they support me brilliantly, so I couldn't do my job without these guys. It's important they get recognised on these nights as well, because lots of work. That's just allowed me to sign those 2 players. That's why I just said that. Right. No, joking aside, it's things feel good. So, like I said, hopefully I'll get a couple of new signings over the line, important ones as well. And then we'll go into the season. There'll be a couple of loans as well on the back of it. But this year it'll be the core of players, and the loans will be making that up, hopefully. Whereas, as we all know, last year was we just forget about it totally. I think all of us in our lives, and plus at the football club, we have to forget about it. But also in it, there was some good stuff, and it's important to mention Donovan Wilson. None of you really got to see him as such, apart from on the dreaded Zoom that everyone's fed up with now. On the what do you call it? The streams, yeah, on the streams. I've done that many Zooms; it's embedded in my head. But yeah, so it's important we mention that we've made some good money on Donovan Wilson. He was only with us for 9 games and scored 6 goals. But I think I did an interview with Mark, and I said he'd probably be one of the best strikers Bassett have ever seen. I'm just sad you didn't really get to see him in action live, really, because the boy was a real talent. You see it when he went to Sutton. He scored some crucial goals and was a big part of getting them promoted. So he's gone from National League South to League 2. So credit to Donovan, great lad, great character. Omar knows him really well because he trains with him down at Back to Action, which is a great facility in Bristol the guys use during the week. And we wish him all the best. So in all of it, there was still some good business for the football club that was going on. And to see Tommy Conway go back and play in Bristol City's first team at championship level was another really good thing, something that we're really excited about and pleased for him. And it all made for what was a really strange season, but in the end there was some good stuff out of it as well.
Yeah, 6 weeks away now until the new one. Nervous, excited? What's the sort of main feelings going into it?
Yeah, really excited, really excited. I think when you're building a squad, people think it just happens. It's the hardest bit as a manager's recruitment. The joy I've had and the pleasure I've had is to go out and sit down with these guys and actually have a coffee with them. And I build myself on that I sit down and I recognise the right characters. Myself and Omar as an example, people will say, how did it happen? A few guys are saying, I fell on it because his missus lives in Bristol. And it was because he ended up in Bristol. Well, it was a little bit like that, but it was also that we recognised he was Back to Action. I then reached out to him, made sure that we got a coffee. We had 2.5 hours at Acosta. And then I did a WhatsApp call to his dad in Jamaica, which was really good fun. Someone obviously that Omar listens to, his father, who's brought him up very, very well. I hit it off with his dad straight away. Omar's was looking to try to go to League 2 or to National League level at minimum. But he found that this club would be the right fit. And I have to thank his mum, because in the end his mum was the one that said go to Bath, so that's brilliant. I'm going to get a holiday to Jamaica hopefully next summer. But we're really pleased to get him over the line. And as an example tonight, I just asked him, and straight away he was, yeah, I'm coming. He doesn't have to be here, but he's here tonight, and he wants to be here, and he wants to meet all your guys. The other one's like a new signing anyway, because as you all probably thought he had gone, and that was very similar to the Donovan deal. Tom never gets injured. He got injured almost straight away. I watched him at Solihull. But he still enjoyed his time down there. There's moments where it was a little bit different because obviously he's living away from home. He's living in Dagenham. But we were in communication right the way throughout. And again, we met in Bath and we had... Did I buy breakfast? I think I did, yeah. I bought breakfast and we had 2-3 hours together. He loves his coffee, by the way. If you don't know, coffee connoisseur, right? So we sat down and he just outlined that he wanted to play for Bath City Football Club, but he also outlined that it's part of his soul now in the club. Tom has been here now on loan a couple of times and then become a permanent player. People may have thought going to Dagenham, that was it, and he was gone, but he wanted to come back here and play for Bath City Football Club, so really encouraged by that. And that's some of the signs, haven't I?
How many people have you promised you're going to draw out their ticket tonight then?
I've got to mention the other signings, because if I don't, they'll listen to this as well, and they'll go, why are you talking about me? So I've written them down. So obviously Cody Cook was the first signing. Cody I tried to get 2 years ago. We had him, we had a contract agreed, and then he got on a plane to St Mirren. St Mirren or us. We couldn't believe why he went there. Scottish Premier League or National League South. I mean, there's no choice. But so really pleased to get him over the line. Another really good character. Physical in regard of he's not going to be a guy like Donovan, but he's going to be a guy that works extremely hard for the team. Very unselfish. The joy is he scored lots of goals at this level, so he's got success at Truro. And leading on to that, he's worked with Ben Guerin. Now, Ben Guerin is someone who I've admired for a long time. He's a stereotypical centre-back at National League South. Big, strong lad, great leader, wants to defend, wants to score goals from set pieces. We haven't scored goals from set pieces since Robbie Cundy, really, which is something we need to be better at, for sure. So I'm really pleased. He had a year left on his contract at Woking, and we were lucky to get him. He came out of his contract because circumstances changed with them going full-time. So we got a nice car with him and Alex Fletcher coming up as well. And I've got to mention Alex because that probably went awry a little bit, that announcement, but he's someone I'm really, really excited about. He came from Tiverton. I think if you've seen the games, obviously, on the stream, really exciting, hard-working, will score goals, comes off his right foot, his left foot, and another really, really hungry lad, one who wants to go and improve and better himself, and has played 20 games for Plymouth first team as well. So really, really excited about him. And then tonight, if you've just seen on your phones, I've made another signing. Tonight at, I think it was 7 o'clock, it got announced, Eddie Jones, who's a full-back, was at Oxford City and Chippenham last year. He's come in and signed a year contract with us as well. 29 years of age, another load of experience. Knows this league inside out, real combative, good energy. Very good friend of Tom. They use the same sports scientist in the week as well, which is really good. So that relationship's very strong. Lives in Cheltenham, not a million miles away. So already you can see we've got that really good core in the team. And I think I've covered everyone there. I'm sorry.
And the first game at Larkhall on Saturday, the fundraiser for the NHS, it'd be great to see a big crowd over up there on the other side of Bath.
Yeah, that was something we spoke about. We were going to do it a while ago, Paul, weren't we? Quite a while ago. And we spoke to Larkhall, and we were mindful as well, Paul's idea that we'd do like a Somerset tour pre-season to support some of our local clubs. As one of the biggest, if not the biggest, local non-league club in the area, they all need gate receipts, and we felt as if that was appropriate that we should do that, knowing that a lot of you guys will turn up and watch the game, which would be great to see so many places there. But also for the NHS, we were mindful that we needed to support that again. So is it all the proceeds, Paul, going to NHS on the day? I'm not sure. At Larkhall, don't know. But we're gonna celebrate the day for the NHS at Larkhall. I think it's £5 in there, and any NHS workers getting free to watch the game as well. So it's a bit about that, but also about the minutes for the boys and trying to build some patterns.
I'll open the floor actually. Has anybody got any questions for Jerry? To elaborate on?
Talk about the new guys. What about the guys you've re-signed?
No, yeah, good point. Yeah, well, they're just as important because they're the core of the team as well. So they understand that they've been here a long time. So to get the likes of Ryan Harley, Jack Batten, Dan Ball over the line, Ryan Clark, our goalkeeper, is really, really important. So yeah, I haven't mentioned them because I'll be here all night, but they were just as important as these guys are, and they have been in training. They've come back. A few have picked up a few little blisters here and there and niggles and bits and bobs, but they're all so determined. I mean, some may miss out on Saturday because what we don't want to do is risk injury this early, having done 7 sessions. And believe me, they've worked hard. There's been a purpose to it and a structure, but they've probably been challenged as tough as I've given them since I've ever been in the job. So we've worked off a lot of really good programs. We've got a new sports scientist in. So those boys have bought into it. And like I said, the whole team, the team is starting to gel. We have got the camp again at the university in July, which we're doing 3 days up there. And that's crucial in our programme because all these guys get to know each other. We get to find out about the characters. We'll go out and have a meal with directors and people around the club on the evening on the Saturday. Obviously, we play Exeter here on the Friday night. And on the Sunday, we'll break off. But those days are invaluable to us. So, yeah, I'm grateful those boys have signed up as well.
Did we have another one?
Yeah.
What's happening with Joe Ravens? How's his injury?
Yeah, so a few people have asked me that tonight. So basically, we're not in a rush with him, and we're not putting any pressure on Joe whatsoever. He is where he is. He's physically he's fit. In all the running, he's absolutely fine. It's just in the football movements and the football drills at the moment where there's a little bit of around his psychology in it as well, and trusting himself and trusting his ankle and his foot, but also that he has to get used to those movements. It's been such a long time, 17 months, 18 months or so. All I'll say is Joe will give him his best chance. He's got one of the best attitudes I've ever seen in the game. It was just such a horrific injury. It takes time, but we're staying with him and we'll be patient and we'll make sure that he gets all the support. He is out there training properly now. But in the end of the day, he has got a plate in his leg that people have to appreciate. So I said to someone out there's like 2 bits of wood and a bit of metal across it. That's quite tough to have that in your leg, and there's not much give in it. So he's just getting through it. He's gradually getting there. So we're just going to stay patient with him.
Any more? Or should we move on to the players? So how many people have you promised you're going to write their winning number tonight? You're going to break someone tonight?
Yeah, about 4 so far tonight. I said I'll do the best I can. What we don't want is the they're not here tonight, are they? Bristol Airport thing again, don't we? We don't want that. We don't want that happening because I'll get dogs abuse from the back. I know where it's coming from, but I'll do best I can for everyone. Sorry if I don't pull your name out.
Big heavy Bath advertiser patch.
Yeah.
So thanks Jerry. There.
No worries.
So as Jerry's introduced Omar, our new signing, Omar Holness, who was at Darlington last season and is now relocated down to Bristol and been with the club around a month or so. How have you found it? How much have you enjoyed it so far?
So far it's been really, it's been a great experience. I think, being around like-minded individuals, pushes you and drives you to want to better yourself. I think that, the atmosphere and, the camaraderie with the group, has been really good. And credit to Jerry because he's created that atmosphere of professionalism that, everyone comes in and everybody wants to work hard, and trust me, the sessions have been tough. The 7 sessions, all 7 have been difficult in their own way. But no, that's what pre-season is about.
Tough but enjoyable, good spirit among the lads.
Absolutely. And again, like everybody wants to improve.
Yeah. Also, you said you've had the 7 sessions so far, but after the season ended in January, you managed to get a bit more game time in. For those who don't know, you've played internationally. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, fortunately, in March I was, I got the call up to face the USA.
Yeah.
And that was in itself another great experience in my career. I think up there with, some of the best experiences that I've had. Obviously, there are a lot of professional players, the likes of, Bristol City, Premier League players as well. But yeah, it was a great experience, and just experiences like that just makes you want to push yourself even more, to get onto that stage and perform. And though we didn't win, I thought it was still, a very great experience. To just be in that environment and to bond with, the professional players and realize that, there's not much difference in it.
Also, a bit of your background in your career. We know you were at Darlington last year, but you've also played a little bit in the United States as well. So what was that experience like?
Oh yeah, playing in America was a great experience as well. Played in the top tier there, but coming from University of North Carolina, I went to uni out in North Carolina. That was great. That was a great experience. Loved uni, loved every bit of it. Was fortunate enough to then get drafted into Real Salt Lake. Had about 30 appearances there. Went to Philadelphia Union after, and that was a great experience in itself. But the dream was always to come to England, and obviously the missus was living out here, so wanted to be close to her. She'll love me for including that. But yeah, and Darlington came up and it was an option, and at the time you can't neglect any options. Went up there at the time, and I did well. And then Alan came in as manager, did well. He liked me, but then obviously the missus relocated to Bristol. So, when Jerry contacted me, let's just have a coffee. I was really, I was very surprised, and I said, absolutely, let's go have a coffee. And 10 minutes turned into an hour, and then the hour turned into 2 hours just talking about football, and the rest is history, and just very happy to, and delighted, just humbled to be here.
You said a lot about what you're like as a player. Obviously, you've got a lot of good, high-quality football behind you, high-quality level. What sort of a player are you? Obviously, you play in midfield. So what's your right there on the pitch? What are we going to look forward to seeing from you?
Well, I think in football nowadays, it's just so important to be dynamic. As a midfield player, you can't really say that, I'm a 10. Not that you can't, but you want to be dynamic, and that's something that I pride myself in. If Jerry says to me, Omar, go and sit in front of the defense, or Omar, go on the right, go on the left, play that holding role or play that attacking role for us, I'll do it. And I think that's something that, I pride myself on.
How much? What are your hopes, expectations for this season?
Obviously promotion. I think based on what I've seen in training, it's there. It's there. The caliber is there. The will is there. The drive is there. It's just obviously down to us to perform. To get together when, obviously, it's not always going to be perfect. It's just those days when everything isn't going the way we want it. Come together as a team and really get that win. And I think those games are going to be crucial.
Are you all set for the first friendly on Saturday?
Yeah, all set, excited. It's been too long. I think these 7 sessions really has that game as the carrot, to be fair. Would definitely rather be playing games than some of the sessions that Jerry has on, to be fair. But definitely excited to get going again.
Have we got any more questions from the crowd? Should we move on to Tom Smith? Well, thanks very much, Omar. For those unaware, this is the National League South Player of the Year 2019-2020, no less, in Tom Smith. So how's it been pre-season for you going into the next one?
Like Omar said, it's been tough for sure. But I think I was saying to Omar and Jerry as well, I was saying that I think we've got a real good group here. I think the recruitment's been spot on. I think we went for experience this year. I think last year we were probably a little bit young. But I think if we went on the 2 other seasons we got sort of in and around the playoffs, we've been a little bit more stronger. But there's a great feeling around the club, even in training. I think there's a buzz. We've got professionals like Omar, Ben Gary and Cody. They all want to be there and want to get better. So going into the season, I think we'll be all right.
So some of those reasons you outlined there, why you have decided to stay on for this season?
Yeah, like Jerry mentioned earlier, I think it's why I want to be here, because I want to get the club promoted. I think that Bath City is a big club, and we should be in the conference, so I want to be a part of that. I think the recruitment this year has been strong, and I didn't really want to miss out on that, So
you said about the conference, which you played in the second half of last season. How did you find it, the standard and things like that?
The standard, I guess, goes up a little bit. I think the main difference is physicality. There's some big lads in there. There's some real experience in there. Some good calibre of players. But of course I got the injury, and I didn't play many games in there, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a real step up.
You're all fit again now. So you were at training fine on Monday, and they're all ready to go again.
Yeah, all fit now. I think everything happens for a reason, and yeah, obviously no one wants to get injured, but it happened, and I think I really enjoyed my experience, my time there, and I actually feel as sharp as I've ever been, and that's weird to say that because I've not had that much rest from the previous the season, but I feel like I'm in a good place.
What was last season, say, in Bath City regards? What was it like? Was it really difficult playing in front of no crowds? Did you manage to get used to it?
No, I don't think we did. I think if you ask any footballer last season, did they enjoy it? I think they'd be lying if they said yeah. You know, fans are a massive part of football. I think, you know, players play football for the fans, you know, and especially I do. I thrive off, you know, the fans at the weekend, and they give us a push. You know, if we're losing, and it just wasn't the same. I think we were joking before, weren't we, about the 7 p.m. on a Tuesday night. It felt dead, if I'm honest. So I'm really looking forward to being at Twerton Park, under the lights with some fans.
You've been here nearly 4 years now. We've got all the sponsors in front of us. You're used to collecting the Sponsors Man of the Match award on many occasions. Is there any game, any goal which stands out for you during your 130 appearances? Hat-trick maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was a special game for me. And yeah, one that I look back on, and I'm glad there was fans to witness it. So yeah.
You're all set to go for Saturday?
Yeah.
Narkle?
Like I said, I think there's a real buzz around the place. There's been some hard sessions in there, like you said. So I think everyone's ready to, you know, get the games going, and before you know it, the season will be, you know, around the corner.
Would it take much persuading for Joe for you to get back involved again this season? A couple of coffees, was it?
Yeah, I think it was that free breakfast. But yeah, yeah, it was good. But no, look, I wanted to get on board, and it was my decision. And you know, like I said, I want to be part of the club, and I want to get promotion. So
that's a good way to end it, I think.
Right, can I just say a big thank you to Mark for the wonderful questions, and to Jerry, to Omar, and to Tom, and that's been brilliant. Thank you so much to you. And also, it's nice to give you that insight, the people above me there, just to see what's going on at the football club. It's quite unique what you've just witnessed and heard. So it's a pleasure to have you here. And again, thank you to Jerry and the players, and to Dave who's filming, Simon who's taking some pictures, and again to Mark. Right, now we go to the business end of what's going to happen. So if you've been here before, what I tend to do is ask each person who's here if they want to say a word or two about their business. I need glasses, otherwise I can't see what's going on. So I'm going to put the keys in here, and then if you're here, I will ask you to have a word or two, okay? Sadly, we haven't got as many businesses as normal because of COVID, but let's go off. So we've got Alan Ford and Alan Keir. So Alan Ford's number one, and Alan Keir's number two, and we have a very good relationship, particularly with Alan Keir, and Jerry's got a car in actual fact, and if you see it in the car park, it's got Alan Keir written on the side of it, and I actually bought the second car, my Picanto, from Alan Keir. Sorry? Well, it's Paul's car, yeah, that's true. Sorry, Paul, it's your car, yeah. I hope you do let him drive it now and again. It's not my car. True, right. We've got Art Accountants, who are sadly not here, but they're always very, very supportive. We've got Ashmead Roofing, number 4. You can see their signs over there. And Mo Mosley from Ashmead Roofing, based in Keynsham, are always absolutely brilliant, supportive, and great people to have around. Right, number 5. We have got somebody here. That's BAM Construction. So, Ben, would you like to have a word?
Yeah, I'm from BAM Construction Training. We're a construction training provider, so all things CPCS, MPAWs, MPQs, training people up. That's all that we do. We don't say no to anything really, so that's us.
Thank you. It's the first time I've ever actually met Ben was today, because when Jerry and I were painting on the pitch, I got 1 or 2 phone calls, didn't I, Jerry? Yeah. Is the draw still going? And Ben was one of them, and we had a long chat, and got me out of a few minutes painting. And then he phoned me back a bit later to say, yes, yeah, he said, come on. And anyway, thank you for saving my arm for a little bit. And then in the afternoon you said yes, and lovely to meet you, and thank you for your support. So that's a new business linked in with the football club, and I hope you have a long, happy time associated with us. Right, number 6 is Bart. And you can see there's a Bart hoarding over there, and there's a Bart hoarding over there. And then you people, Matt, would you like a word about Bart, please?
Nice to meet everyone. So I work for Bart Ingredients, in the food industry. You might have seen us, you may even have us in your cupboard right now. We're an urban spice provider primarily, but we provide a lot of other things to the industry and to retail trade.
Yeah,
Nice to chat to people that have already.
So it's just interesting when you get a new business involved. And I was at a garden centre, and I would have never noticed all these spices by Bart. And suddenly I'm thinking, Bart, spices, so I had a good look at them and everything. And suddenly you're tuned in because so that. Yeah, so it all actually comes. I mean, I could be driving down the motorway sometimes, and I think Kellaway Building Supplies, MJ Church, and all these people that advertise with us, and suddenly you're honed into them. Even my wife recognises some of the people, because I do go on a bit, sure. Right, number 8 is. Oh no, I've lobbed number 7 in already. That was Bath Ales who are back with us. So if you like Bath Ales, you've got a chance to drink plenty of their pints and things. I think we've sold 1 or 2 gens. Down, and 1 or 2 of you had some drinks. So Bath Ales, they're back with us, which is good news. Lisa, this is Bath Auto Services. Now Clive is your dad, and he's away at the moment. So Lisa's coming along. And do you want to promote your dad's business for a minute, Lisa?
Yeah, so my dad's been in business for over 45 years, local man, always supports Bath City. And he has an MOT garage on the Windsor Bridge. So go there, get your cars, your motorbikes, small vans. Get them MOT'd at Bath Auto Services.
Just on the Windsor Bridge, yes.
Windsor Bridge.
That's it. That's it. So that's where you can go. And thank you again. And nice to have you here, Lisa. Bath Building Society, they've been linked with us for years. They sponsored our website in the past, and they've got a hoarding over there and have a programme advert. But sadly, Steve is not with us because he's having a replacement knee. And he's quite a bit of pain, but hopefully he'll be better soon. 10 is Bath Demolition, and Will's not here tonight, sadly, but they've been very supportive. And they were one of the people that won in the last draw. They got a ball sponsorship, which they've still got to have because we couldn't do anything last year. So I owe a lot of people quite a lot of the hospitality over the last, I think, something like 29 hospitality groups are owing, including the people who do a gold membership. Right, number 11, Bath Publishing Company. Well, Dave's on holiday, David Chaplin, but we wish him very good luck, and he's been in the draw 2 or 3 times. He's a City fan. Number 12, Blake Commercial Finance. Now, Jay can't be here, but it's quite interesting because sometimes you get prizes and various things. You offer a business something, and they say, OK, you can have a hospitality package. And Jay was one of those a couple of years ago, and he just loved the place, and he's been involved in the shirt sponsorship draw. Sadly, he can't be with us today, but it's just meeting different people who they get sucked into the love of the club and see what we're all about. And that's worth so much. Right, number 13. Now, this one won last year. This was BWW Communications last year. It's not this year. It's Brightside Scaffolding, and that's Mark Ford, who's got a sign down there, and is a real football fan, very chirpy character. Right, number 14 and number 15 is our winners from last year. BWW Communications. Do you want a word, Nick, about your fantastic business?
I'm Nick Foote. This is my wife Hilary. We run BWW Communications, a marketing communications agency for electronics, and it was an honour to sponsor, to have our name on the shirts. Shame there weren't more matches, but it was still an honour. And I just want to say, welcome Omar, welcome back Tom, and go Bath City!
Thank you, Nick. And when a true fan wins the draw, it's also a pleasure. And thank you again for all your understanding, which I said earlier, you've been absolutely brilliant. Thank you. 16 and 17, they go with Cannon Clark. Dave Clark sadly can't be here today. He's had a family bereavement, but yeah, always very supportive. A long City fan. He's in damp proofing, so if everyone wanted damp proofing done, he's your man to go to. Although there'll be somebody else I'll mention as another one, so I've got to be careful because sometimes there's people. Yeah, that's Timsbury Preservation Services. They've got a hoarding as well as Cannon Clark, but they're in the same business, but they're all wonderful people. 18. Now this is C Squared, who used to be called Colston and Colston, but had to change their name, and that's Alistair. And they're always supportive. And sadly, Alistair, people have just suddenly contacted me in the last few days. They've just gone on holiday. They've had the opportunity to go somewhere, and West Wales is the place that person is, Alistair. 19 is Dorothy House. Now, we had a fan, Colin, who wanted to not have his name on the shirt because, sadly, we can't have an individual, but he was so kind and nominated Dorothy House. So that's a charity. Colin, thank you. That's a lovely, kind gesture. So, Emily, would you like to have a word?
Yes, I'm Emily from Dorothy House. I want to say how kind of Colin to nominate us. So it's so lovely. So we look after people with life-limiting illnesses in Baines and Wiltshire and And just to let you know that last year in our inpatient unit, people from Bath alone spent 564 days in our inpatient unit. And for hospice and home care, we've got 811 days of care. So it just shows how crucial the care of Dorothy House is right here in Bath, where we are now. So I want to say thank you so much to Colin, and if we are covered, that would be absolutely brilliant, and go Bath!
Well, Dorothy House were our charity of the season a few years ago, and Colin, just to say that's a fantastic, lovely gesture. It really is. Right, thank you. Right, number 21. We're a third of the way through. 21. Oh, I missed that. I'm doing that. There's 20. I've done that. That's everything IT, which is Mark Steele, and he's in IT, and he's been very good because he fixed your laptop, didn't he, Carol? You never can speak to Mark. He works, I think, 24 hours a day. He's an amazing person, always cheerful, always lovely, but always very, very supportive. 21. Now, that's won twice, you know, that number, Miles. So you never know, you never know. Right, Miles owns Flan O'Brien's, a great place in town. A word, Miles.
Flan O'Brien's, it's, if you're not familiar with that, it's a thing. So the bar is 1758. It's been very difficult for us, massively, in these last 17 months. We're in the phones of ours. But my God, we love Bathside. I love this love of love. This is what makes Saturday afternoons for me and each other. That's all I'm saying.
Miles. So if you want to drink, and it's not on a match day, because you should be here then, go into Flan O'Brien's, okay? And Miles, you've been absolutely fantastic to support us in such difficult times. I'll take my hat off to you. Thank you very much indeed. Right, I've got another accountant, which is Fuller and Roper. And Simon Roper can't be here, sadly, because he had to watch the England game last night. And it's the 30th of June. It's a bit of a deadline for accountants. So it was the England game, and he said, I can't come today. But they're always supportive, great people. They are Bristol City fans, but they always love Bath City as well. Number 24 is Half Moon Bay. That's Peter Thompson, and he does certain bespoke things, towels and other things, and look on his website, and quite unique stuff there. Another City fan as well. Hawker Joinery. Brent, you're here, I believe. That's it, yeah. Hi, Brent.
Well, that was what I said in the name, really. 102 years.
So joinery, yeah, based in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Details on the website, which will be on our website too. So thank you. That's very good of you. Thank you, Brent. Independent Spirit of Bath, Chris.
Oh, I sell beer. I sell gin. Over in Terrace Walk, also known as Bog Island, I use art accountants, and I drink in clans.
Yeah, I know.
I support every other business. Yeah, we just refurbished our whiskey room. I used to work with the Scottish Whisky Society. We have probably the best selection in Southwest England, and we sell a lot of beer as well. So that's us.
Yeah, and we're going to try and do an evening for you in November, aren't we? So people come down, do some tasting and get some nice Christmas presents. Thank you, Chris. Right, Gem Heating's number 27. That's another person, an older person who's got having an injury, a bit of body replacement. So Simon can't be here, and we're all getting a bit older. But it's Gem Heating, and he's always very supportive of the football club. A really, really top man. 28 is Madison Plumbing. So that was a shirt last year, was the back of the shirts with Steve Madison. So I made sure he also had a framed shirt, but with showing the back of the shirt, and we thank him for all his support and understanding as well. Steve has been brilliant. 29, nearly halfway there, is Mackenzie & Co Financial Services. That's somebody new, isn't it? So thank you, Jonathan. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, providing financial advice to individuals, families, businesses based in Bath. Personally speaking, I live on the Hollow, just over the trees. I really wanted to help the club, really, from the last 18 months. I wanted to put my money where my mouth was. So good luck to the club and the players. All the best for the season. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. And Jonathan, you also got me out of a bit of painting on that Wednesday afternoon. Yeah. So it was much appreciated. So I was getting a bit worn out. So thank you very much. Number 30 is Midland Car Company, who are a previous winner. That's a car. It's on the Midland Bridge. So that's Kenny. This shirt, he was on the shirts. Was it 2015, 2016? Halfway. Millard Signs and Graphics. He's very shy, is John, but John's brilliant. Yeah, that's it. And lots of our hoardings around the ground. And whoever wins tonight.
Any signs, vehicle graphics, we'll be pleased to help you. We're a local company. I'm proud to support our city, and good luck to Jerry and the team. Cheers, John.
Thank you, John. Thank you. And whoever wins tonight will have 2 hoardings, one over there and one outside. And I'll be contacting John tomorrow morning to make them once I get the artwork. So got a busy few days, John. 32 is more. No, sorry, it's Minuteman Press. Sorry, where's Dave? There, Dave. They do our programmes.
Well, Minuteman Press printed the programme since 1998 now. I've got some brochures with us because I haven't really printed any brochures in ages. They have seen no one to give anything to. So I'll open the box later on, please do open one. In total last year we printed 1 programme and Nick's holding it. There we go. No. We printed more.
Yeah, no, thank you. A great relationship with Minuteman Press, absolutely fantastic. And I don't think you're allowed to leave until you get something from the box, are you, Dave?
Please, I'm not taking that box anyway.
No. It suddenly turned up and we thought, what's this box for? But we found out pretty quickly. Thank you. All right, 33 is more, previously more Stevens. That's Lucy and Rob and Dan. They can't be here tonight, but they've been really supportive over the years, and they used to be have their name on our shirts when we were in the top division. 34, Nets and Solutions, who, again, we deal with them, and Rob can't be here today, but any technical things, a bit like everything IT, they're in the sort of similar sort of business. 35, Newbridge Auto Centre. They've got a sort of sign over there, and Gary Smart, he's again another place. You probably know Gary, do you? No, you don't. Oh, well, he's a lovely guy. Just like Clive does similar sort of stuff, but I better not mention any more because you're here, Lisa. I don't want to get into trouble, do I? Let's move on. Number 36, New Look Windows. They're always very supportive, and we have a player associated with New Look Windows. That's called Joe Rains, and they're part of his family, and they're part of the family as well. Paul Richards, who was the chairman back in the late 80s, he was associated with the family as well. So they have a long association going back with the family, and they're always here watching Joe and everything, aren't they? And a great crowd. And when Joe was man of the match, I'd always whisper to them, "He's man of the match," to make sure that they knew first. Right, that's the New Look Windows. Novia PLC. So Fina, again, very supportive. 37 and 38. Do you want to have a word, Fina, or?
Yeah. So I'm here to represent Novia Financial. Bill couldn't be here tonight. So Novia provides advisors with the online tools, service and investment range needed to achieve positive investment outcomes for their clients. This is still at the heart of everything Novia does, and since inception, Novia supports local charities and community events and our city.
Thank you very much, Fina. Thank you. And again, another one of the many supportive businesses. I mean, I just can't. The businesses are so good and so supportive to the club, and it's greatly appreciated by everyone. And thank you. Right, next one. 39 is Permaframe. Again, Richard can't be here. He's got a nice hoarding over there. Again, he's a fan and very supportive of the club. A bit like New Look Windows, do the same sort of thing. Neither of them here today, but they're both good companies and lovely people. 40 is Platinum Motor Group. Again, we've dealt with Platinum Motor Group for years. Claire is again fantastic. She's a fan. She comes down. Her son actually is with Southampton Academy, and I watched him from a little 6-year-old doing keepy uppies on the pitch after a game while they were in the lounge, and now he's 13, 14, and he's doing very well. So Marley, we'll have to watch out for him for Southampton. But Platinum Motor Group are always very supportive to us as well, and have been for a long time. Plumbase, that's somebody we've had a new business in the draw. Tristan, do you want a word?
Yeah, we're Plumbase. We're a national plumbers merchant. We've got based over in Locksbrook. My branch is over in Trowbridge, but yeah, generally we're fans. So just trying to put some back in and get our lot paid for it.
Thank you. You're often with Steve, aren't you, behind the goal? That's it. Yeah, so it's brilliant. I mean, it's fans get so involved in the club, and if they can get the people, their businesses involved as well, it's a massive boost. So thank you. Yeah, and thank you, Daniel, as well. So that's yeah, that's Plumbase. Right, project finance. That's David Medlock's group. Cytec, who we used to own years ago, or a few years ago. They were on the shirts a few years ago as well. But now his company is Projects Finance Limited because he sold Cytec. Richard Swift, another accountant, and Derek Richardson again. Derek Richardson is like I say, an accountant. He's a Spurs fan, and up until COVID, he had not missed a game and watched Spurs over 1,000 times, home and away. Yeah. Well, his wife is very, very understanding, and yeah, I mean, he doesn't miss a game. He's actually been in COVID when there was a gap, and there were 2,000 fans there at the new stadium. He did manage to go and see a game, but he's been gutted by that, all the fact that the way things have been going and with the lack of football. So that's Richard Swift again, very, very good. Accountants, we've got 3 lots of accountants. Right, next one, rocket makers. Well, where we are. That's it, 45, 46. That's it. So, Richard, again, very, very supportive. Where's Richard? There you go.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. So, yeah, Rocket Maker. So, we're a computer software company, so we build any software, apps, websites, stuff for anybody that wants that, ranging from anyone that comes up with a cracking idea for an app all the way through to the medical record system for all the Olympic athletes who are hopefully going to do all right in Tokyo. So, I had an artificial intelligence algorithm working on this, and it told me that you have to have a name beginning with a B, Bristol Airport, BW. So if we don't get somewhere this time, we're going to rebrand Rocket Makers.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. I must admit, the first time I went into your office up the stairs, it's honestly, what a work environment. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, having spent all my working life in schools and classrooms, and to walk into your office and the way it was planned and everything, wow, it was fantastic. So great credit to you for providing such a wonderful working environment. I bet they love it. Cheers. Right, that's it. It just really took me, that did. Right, 47 is 16 Films. That's Ken Loach's film company. And Ken he can't be here today, but he emailed me and wished Jerry all the best for the season, and sorry he can't be here, but he sort of indicated he wasn't going to win it. But I said, well, you could still win it, you never know. He said he wanted to congratulate the winners. 48, Snapdragon's Nursery. As always, again, great supporters of the football club. Again, TR Hayes members, again, like Rocket Makers and other people here. Yes, Paul.
Paul from Snapdragons. We've got a couple of nurseries in Bath, and we spread out to Bristol over the past few years, and some nurseries in Liverpool too. We try and persuade our Bath children here that rugby is not a friendly sport. Rob works very hard with my son James to encourage the children to come and spend some time on the pitch, and indeed come get their parents to bring them along to match days. So the more we can do, the better the club and us will do. And go Bath this year.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you. It's interesting that one of the sponsors, one of their children went to, it was the first child, went to Snapdragon's Nursery, and they couldn't speak highly enough of it and said it was the making of their child. And I don't think you can get much more praise than that. So, that was really, really good. 49 is Steve Rose, electrician. You don't want to say anything, Steve?
I'm an electrician.
He's an electrician, yeah, that's it. Yeah, my son-in-law's an electrician, yeah, and they just fix things, electrical. So, what it says on the tin sort of thing. Right, St Michael's Chiropractic Clinic. Again, Wayne's had a tough time with COVID, but again, coming to support the football club. He can't be here today, but he's based in Twerton as well. Now, I mentioned Dave Clark, and he was doing damp proofing, as does Steve Shern of Timsbury Preservation Services. Again, you couldn't meet two nicer guys than Dave and Steve from Timsbury. So there we go. Now we've got Tim Weaver. Now, Paul, you've read some of Tim Weaver's books, haven't you? During lockdown, yeah. And he's a local author who's sold well over 1 million books. And he was hoping to be here tonight, but he's got to do a presentation. And you can recommend reading some of his books. Yeah. Yeah, they're on my list to do, but I haven't had much time to read just lately. But yeah, that's what put me off a little bit. I thought I need a bit more time to read that. But Tim Weaver, he's a fan, very, very supportive, and he's got 2 in there. Right, 54, we're nearly there. Tonic Gym. Now, been in the gym trade, it's tough, isn't it? But where's Casper? There, hi Casper.
Hi, so I'm Casper, this is Aaron, and we're the owners of Tonic Gym, being Green Park, just underneath the university building there. We offer class-based exercise, high intensity, mixed with strength training as well. And this is our 2nd year. First year didn't quite go so well, so let's fingers crossed.
Oh, for the draw, you mean? Yeah, again, I've been in there. What a lovely environment. I mean, yeah, I just wish I was 40 years younger. I've got no chance.
Our oldest member is 70, so, you know, it's no pressure.
No pressure, well, I'm nearly that, so just... yeah, I was being the second oldest then. I think I passed all that. Right, thanks again. Thanks for your support and everything. And it is a lovely gym, isn't it? Well, you'd say that anyway, but it genuinely is. I'm saying it as well. A great environment. Top Dog Mortgage Company. That's Andrew Pratt. He's got a really good hoarding down there. He can't be with us tonight, but Top Dog Mortgage Company. He deals in mortgages. 56. Total Bathrooms. Now, I can tell you, it's Peter from Total Bathrooms. When my wife said, we're going to do the bathroom out, where did I go straight away? To... Sorry. No, you weren't... You should have gotten a bit quicker. You know. And when my wife says she wants something done, I get it done. And we went to Total Bathrooms, and it was Tom, I dealt with Tom, and couldn't have been more helpful. Absolutely brilliant, and it's still looking as good as new. And, you know, real quality, real service. I shouldn't be saying all this because you need to speak first, don't you, really? But I'm giving you a bit of a push.
I've run all the way from Australia for this event. No, not really. All the way from Brassmore Trading Estate. We've been there for 21 years, and our mission is to transform people's bathrooms in the community. And we've been doing that for that long. And we do lots of services like free site surveys and in-store appointments. But there's a team of 18, and we'd love to welcome you over there if you ever want to come and have a look around. One thing I would like to say, apart from wishing you guys the best of luck, is that one of our colleagues' fathers died in Dorothy House about a week and a half ago. So if we win, I'd like to donate our sponsorship, if we win one of the sponsorships, to Dorothy House as well.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. They've got a lovely new showroom as well. It's really good.
Lots of bargains as well.
Lots of bargains, yeah. Right. And if yeah. And my wife's more than happy, so it must be good.
I have brought quite a few children's teams, because my kids play football as well in the family stand, and we've always had such a great welcome. So I want to say thanks to Bob, because he has done a lot of work to make those kids really love Bath.
Right, where's Graham? Graham is a new business, and he's a Rovers fan, but he's also got quite an affiliation now to Bath, haven't you? Particularly to Twerton Park.
Yes.
Again, electrician, but I'll let you talk about your business, Graham.
Also electrician that fixes things electrically. Yeah, I'm from Young's Electrical, specialise in commercial electrical installations, maintenance, testing, pretty much anything that's needed. So also carry out domestic work as well. So, yeah. That's pretty much as exciting as we get.
Yeah, well, welcome, and I hope we see you often here. Thank you. Right, your Eco Construction, sadly Nick can't be here, but that's a new business, and they're very keen to get involved. And obviously, it's all to do with environmentally friendly stuff. And I think we'll hear a little bit more about them, because they're certainly trying to do a lot in the local community starting off. And the last one. If you want a nice Thai meal, you know where to go. Yum Yum Thai, and we used to go there for our staff meal, didn't we? And so Lee is not involved like he used to be, but he's still involved slightly, and he wanted to make sure he supported the football club, and he's done that. We're number 60. Here endeth that part of it. So right. Right now. As I always say to if my wife ever asks me, what are you doing on Thursday morning, the day after the draw, I say I haven't got a clue. Because I don't know where I'll be going tomorrow morning. A couple of years ago, 3 years ago, it was Bristol Airport. Other times it was, oh, do you know what? I must have thrown in Vaz without doing number 57. But Vaz, they were winners a few years ago, and they're a local car. That's where you get your car done, isn't it? Vaz is Vauxhall, Audi, Seat, and Skoda. And they were our shirt sponsors a few years ago. So that was quite easy because they were quite local and I could just go and see them. Then Bristol Airport was quite a mammoth journey and sorting everything out. So, but I don't know where I'll be tomorrow morning. So that's up to Jerry to decide. Right, so Jerry, would you like to come and join us? I'll move that out of the way now. It didn't fall over, thank goodness. Right, this is one of the moments you've been waiting for. Okay, to the side, sir.
No problem, sir.
Thank you.
I'm
Right.
going to do it different. I'm going to let you look at it this year.
You're going to let me look at it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure it's shuffled around, so all done. Take them off for a minute.
Got it, mate. I've got it. I've got it for you.
Right, okay. Right, we don't know. This is for the front of the shirt. First one. Yeah, sorry.
The biggie.
This is the biggie.
So nervous, Tom.
Front of the shirt.
So nervous about this.
Got this?
Sorry.
I don't know yet. They are here.
Ooh.
They are here.
Ooh.
Are they sitting in the black seats or the blue seats?
Drama, Bob. It's drama.
Right. I better check I've got it right. Right. It's in the 40s. And it doesn't begin with a B. And it begins with an R. Rocket makers. So,
fixed in on me. You must have something happened.
You've already got a hoarding down there. You won't want another one, will you? No.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Booster rockets.
Yeah.
Right. Let's write that one down.
Well done.
Right. So that's rocket makers, and you're here, and it only begin with a B. So,
so where are you going tomorrow?
I'm going. I'm going. Well, I may not have to go anyway because we might be able to do everything here.
Yeah. Go to a nice office. No?
Yeah, I will do. But I'll tell you what, we'll get a scarf in a minute, we'll take a picture of everything, shall we? And what am I doing? I'm just shuffling them around. It's nerves. I'm shuffling them around. Right, next one.
Good double like this, isn't it?
This is the back of the shirt, which is...
Should get paid. What's this back shirt?
Back of the shirt.
Now, Bob, you have a look. They here?
God, they're here as well.
Yes.
They are here as well.
We said that this year.
Yeah. Are they in the blue seats or are they in the black seats? They're in the black seats.
Ooh.
And...
What does it begin with?
M. Sorry, John. David.
Oh.
Minuteman Press.
Congratulations.
One good thing, John, you've got all the artwork for Rocket Makers, haven't you? So that's easy. Right, shorts.
Do again, do what you did, because that worked.
Shuffle them around.
Yeah, do that.
We've got 2 out of 2 here, that's good going.
People are watching this at home, though.
I know.
Yeah, so we'll try and do it for you as well.
Now this could be embarrassing.
Really?
You've done it again. You've done it again.
Oh no.
But we can ask.
Yeah, we could ask.
All right.
We doubled up.
We've doubled up.
You always do that.
Yeah,
I know. Well, we had one back of the shirts and hoarding, but this is a bit close on the kit. It's Rocket Makers again. On the shorts?
No, we should do Dorothy House.
Dorothy House. Oh! Brilliant. Brilliant. You know,
my mum passed in November and stuff, and Dorothy House was just fantastic.
that is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant.
That is a lovely gesture. Thank you. Right, brilliant. Thank you. So that's 45, but it goes to number 19. That's it. I knew that. I was just checking.
Make sure. Make sure.
You know what he'll do now? He'll draw out number 19, won't he? But,
Yeah.
God, I'm going to shuffle that again. Here we go.
Make it work. someone at home now.
This is
Someone at home.
this is the match sponsor.
It's for someone, one of the viewers.
One of the viewers.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're here again. You're doing a fantastic
That's
job.
unbelievable.
And they normally do a match sponsorship.
Do they?
I hope they're going to do 2 now. Steve, match sponsorship. All right, Steve. Well done. Right, can you do a full suite then?
Yep.
All 6 people here. Right, okay.
Can do it.
They're not here.
Not yet.
But
You knew them straight away, didn't you?
I know, yes. Well, it's easy because it's number 60. It's Yum Yum Time.
Oh, what a nice meal.
Nice meal. Well, they're getting hoarding, isn't it? Hoarding. He's already got a hoarding.
Begging McCloud, wasn't
Yeah, well done. Right, so that's, again, the meals there are absolutely fantastic.
They are.
Top stuff. Right, last one.
What's this one?
This is for a ball sponsor. It's Bath Ales. Right, so the excitement's over. Thank you everybody for your support. I'm sorry that only 6 out of 60 could win, but you all get a season ticket, and some of you from last season have got to see your tickets. I'm writing them all out for you. So you've got 20 tickets you can use whenever you want, but you must let me know first because of COVID and everything, so I know who's there. But thank you so much. I hope you've all enjoyed the evening. It's been lovely to be with people again and see smiling faces and see fans sitting in seats. And I just can't thank you all enough. So thank you so much, and I look forward to a long, happy relationship with you over the coming weeks and months and years, hopefully. And as I say, I hope you've enjoyed the evening. It's nice to get out, isn't it? Just nice to get out. So thank you so much. Oh, can I just say thank you to Jan and Donna for their help as, you know, getting everybody a junior championship.
Thank you, Bob. That's wonderful. Thank you all again for coming and participating. Good luck to those who won. Sorry for those who didn't, but it is about participation. That's what football's about, and that's why we're here. I must thank Bob because he's put in a genuine hard slog on this year. It's not been easy, but he's worked really hard. To get 60 people in that draw makes a big difference to our finances.
Welcome to mingle and network if needs be. Don't forget you can't leave until Dave's given you something Minute Man Press.
Open that code with secure box in a moment.
Yeah, that's it. And also the fact that he's now on the back of the shirts. I mean, you can say, look, I'm associated with Minute Man Press. You see, it's got some.
Printed it on the brochure.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. But anyway, feel free if you want another drink, we can sort something out for you as long as you sort of keep far from each other. And just enjoy the rest of the evening, and we look forward to seeing you for the pre-season friendly. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Jerry. Cheers, Dave. Thank you for all you.
No, good. That was really good.
We've got a good bit of it.
So it just works. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've done right there. There was a few people.
You've done absolutely brilliantly, mate.
Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.